All right, what's up, guys? It's Mitch or Deity, and I did do a live stream of Brieg, and I played some RTA with him. We're going to go over a few matches, but let me talk about him real quick. So, if you are an existing player, Brieg is super fun. I don't think he's great. He fits probably the same level of character as Illinev or Mort. He's usable, but I don't think he's going to be super, super good. So, this is the build that I did on him for the RTA matches coming up. If you want to see the full VOD, watch my summons and everything, that is, if you click on my channel, you can find that very easily. It's like a 2-hour live stream. You just skip through and see what you want to see. It's kind of what we're going to be doing here. But he is very fun. If you're a new player, I do not suggest pulling him. He's okay for PvE, but you can just build PvE characters that are better. So it's kind of a waste to do so. But if you think he's awesome, like he's a really cool character, you can play your account how you want. I mean, I'm giving you advice, but you need to play the game to where you enjoy the game too. So I just want to say that. So if you do want to get Brieg, just go for him. It's fine. You can find some uses for him, but I personally would say if you're following my guide series and wanting to get into RTA, do not bother getting him early. But the stats I went ahead and went with, I did mola him quite a bit. I went with 23k HP, 180 speed. I wanted to be decently speedy enough to rotate turns. I would slow him down a little bit, but after using him, I'd slow him down to like 160. He'd probably be fine. I need more damage so we can guarantee we one-shot Spectre Cerebria. His S3 hits pretty hard. His S1 doesn't hit too hard, but him being on Elbrus and counter, he's constantly proccing his S3. It's very, very cool. So that is the overall stats. If you're using him for like Wyvern, if that's what you want to get him for, he's not very good for it. I'll be honest, we tested it. He's okay, he works, but you can just use anything for a Wyvern front tank. But he has 65 effectiveness on his skill 3 without doing anything. So you build 0 effectiveness on it. It's pretty awesome. So that is the Brieg that we are using. So now I did open a room. Let's go back and just skim through some of the matches so you can see. If you want to watch the full matches without my commentary, or well, with my commentary of in the match, you can go back and watch it. So we did open up a room. I was trying to get everybody to draft as if it was a real RTA match. We're not just picking Brieg first pick, and we wanted to see how he performed if we were really playing an RTA match. So, and I also gave everybody the option they could pick him too, but nobody did while we were doing it. So the first draft, as you can see, they are picking into a pretty normal team. The Zeo here was a little bit weird considering I wasn't really contesting speed too much, but it wasn't a terrible pick. I finish out with Brieg, plus I can pick pretty much anything here that hard counters Aiden, creating a must-ban situation for him. So I just went ahead and I think I ended up going with just Shu. Shu was pretty safe into his full team. So I just Brieg Shu'd, and then in this draft we just banned 5th pick. He picked Captain Flan. Going into the match though, he just right away he Zeo'd into my thing, but I want to show the moments where Brieg actually did something. So from here, we tried to stun, we missed the stun. I'll just show like 2 matches, just real quick through this. But whenever I was playing him, there's a couple points I want to show within this. He's very, very fun. He's very bulky. As long as you draft him with a damage dealer, it's very, very good. Or not damage dealer, sorry. If you draft him with a tank, it's very, very good. He does output enough damage, and he has effectiveness to where once Frenzy ramps up, he will go ahead and be able to get you your things that your strip and defense break and speed down. So one thing I learned in this first match is it's better to S2, S1 if you get a counter attack first turn, because you can just straight rip skill 3. Right here I was deciding if I wanted to waste my barrier or not, and I didn't really want to waste it. This was the first time using him, so I wasn't really sure what my strategy was going to be. But turn 1 for Brieg is usually you S2, S1, and then you will end up getting his S3, and then the following turn you could S3 again. And if they don't have Spectre Cerebria, maybe you'll kill the Spectre Cerebria if they have it, but then if you hit a unit and don't kill it, then its next S3 can attack, hitting a defense broken unit, which is really nice. So we do have a couple spots where he does just obliterate an Aiden, which is very, very cool. But in this game, I just kind of played him a little bit wrong, but overall he did end up working pretty well. It ended up being a very long game. I will try to hurry up and skip to the spots where he does add something to the team. So the Aiden just didn't have enough damage to break through my air well, and we ended up missing a ton with Shu, so that we had terrible RNG, as you see we miss here, which made it almost impossible. But like I said, if you guys want to see these full matches without me cutting through them, feel free to. But we S2, he's able to cycle back to his skill 3 very quickly, I've learned. But we hit right there, and then we proc S3, he cleanses, which is huge. and then we're able to strip the Zeo down to nothing, slow him. Or we didn't get the slow, he resisted the slow. But from right here, the 2-turn defense break, like he's just dead. The defense break from him is super big on his kit because it targets the highest attack character, making it to where the highest attack character is not going to have effect res generally. And if you pick him into Senya, you're going to lose anyway. But overall, if he procs, you win, which is basically the same as Mort and Illinev. If you pick them and they proc, you win. But if you are playing him and not getting any counters, you are not going to, like right there, we got AoE'd with Elbrus on counter set and didn't counter. So that's the danger of playing counter set characters, is there's a chance they literally will sit there for 20 AoE attacks and do nothing. That's just how playing counter in this game works. You're just relying on RNG. So that's why I always suggest building speed on all your characters. So we did end up hitting Aiden there, which was big. And we just go ahead and rip our, I think we rip our skill 3 next turn, not this turn. I didn't want to, yeah, we just end up killing Zeo, just to play it safe because I didn't want to give the Aiden an extra hit. But then we hit Aiden with this. She's very low. Brieg does not have anything currently, but I'm pretty sure Brieg ends up killing on the next turn. So let me show when Brieg pops off so you can see the damage. So yeah, right here, I think I just S1 into Aiden. It pulls Brieg, and then he misses, but then he procs, and then he hits. It's super cool. He is so fun. But there were multiple times where he worked pretty well. I think I won all but one game within this. The second game was a cleave that didn't really matter. I don't think I was able to pick Brieg. I was like, okay, this is a match where Brieg is not going to do anything. So in this match here, ended up being very similar to the other match, but Brieg just ends up going crazy through this game. This was a pretty long game. So one thing I've noticed though is Brieg into, so here, this is where I learned that if I skill 2, skill 1, turn 1, I can just get an S3 and save my S3 for the following turn. Because I was like, wait, I could just S1 here and double hit the Zeo? Or, well, I didn't think I'd hit the Zeo. It ended up having more attack than Specteni. But I was able to double hit the Zeo here. I thought I'd go into Spectre Tenebria. That's the bad thing, is you don't know who the highest attack on their team is. So it is a little harder to play. But since we got that down, then we could just S1 with Lilius and get the Zeo out of the game right away. And we have skill 3 on the following turn with Brieg, which was nice. I just skipped over it. But I'm just going to skip to the part where Brieg pops off again. So we're getting hit constantly. Brieg is completely debuffed. But from here, we just skill 1, and then we end up pulling him on dual attacks. And I think eventually he does end up killing. Yep, so right here, he ends up killing the Spectre Tenebria on his extra S3, just exactly enough to kill. That's why I'm saying I need to slow him down a little bit and give him a little bit more damage, and I think he'll be able to kill most Spectre Tenebrias. Not through mitigation, but I don't know. I really want to play him on the ladder. So once this RTA season is over, I will definitely be giving him a go. So I played this game. This game is just pretty much just a standard anti-cleave game. If you look at the draft, I do want to show the draft before this game starts. So as you see here, if they pick into Spectre Tenebria and Aiden, Karina's always a good option, as well as LR Crow, and then you just finish with Brieg, and then this just becomes a... I don't think this is really losable because they have to ban Shu to really do well at all. I mean, or sorry, they have to ban Lua. They could ban Karina here, and it could be okay. But either way, going into this match, we are just too bulky for them to do anything to us whatsoever. Aureus on Last Rider Crow, but that is one thing. If you're picking Brieg, you definitely want him to be on, or one of their teammates to have, what's it called? Right here, as you see, I do have skill 3, but I have the option to S1, and we see Aiden has attack buff. So we know Aiden's attack's going to be higher than Spectre Tenebria. So right here, we just boop S1, and then we can safely just kill the Aiden, which is really cool. And now we still have Brieg's skill 3 for the wraparound. But yeah, these games were some of the most fun I've had in a long time. Having a character that actually performs decently is very fun. It sucks when they release a character that fits a certain niche, but when they release a just overall standard damage character, it's great. And I didn't get ML Landy because I know ML Landy was super fun if you had her, but if you don't have ML Landy, the game sucks right now. You have to ban her. So the rest of this game though, Brieg just kills everything. Very, very nice. Full support around it. The Karina does end up doing quite a bit of damage too, but
I believe I counter right here on Brieg, and then I skill 3 after, and that pretty much is a game. Yeah, we counter here. I think I miss crit, but still does good damage. Yeah, it's not great damage. That's one thing, is Brieg's damage is not insane. It's okay for what he is, for how bulky he is. I'd say it's pretty good. And having a full strip with free effectiveness and everything, it's pretty solid. I definitely like this is his damage on a crit on a shoe with an arrow well. I think he has arrow well, right? With an arrow well. He only did 5k. But that's a tanky character with mitigation. And look, the shoe is just doomed from here. It's defense broken. We get a dual attack there. And then we are big chilling from this position. So I think this is another win where Brieg eventually goes into Spectre Tenebria and it's just easy game from there. So yeah, Brieg, or no, it's just we end up killing with Karina. But either way, he's so fun to play. So I did end up, if you want to see just highlight of the other two games real quick, I did end up using a Spirit Isolene with him for one draft, which was cool. And then this game, I had an ungeared Leica, which caused us to lose it. But otherwise, I think I would have won every single game using him, which is hilarious. But this isn't the ladder. These are people of all different varieties of skill level. So I just did a room, and who knows what each person's true rank is. So that is what it is. Obviously, the higher you go, people are going to counter him much harder, but lower tier, you might get away with using him in some drafts. He does fit our new player playstyle, so if you do end up getting him just off a random summon, possibly, could be pretty good. But that's all I have for this. Again, if you want to watch the full video, I will link it down below in the description. It'll be at the top of the description if you want to see the full live stream. But otherwise, if you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome. It's been Mr. Deity. Again, my last thoughts on him are I would not pull him as a new player unless you just really like him and want to use him for whatever. Still not suggest it. Just save and pull the characters you could use more right now. But that's up to you. If you like him, pull him. If you're an existing player and have extra resources right now, he's fun. He's very fun. But all right, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Peace out.